I'm at Glenriddin, and I managed to secure myself my secret parking space, which until Easter you don't have to pay, so that's good. This is looking just my ideal winter day. That's it really, I've done it already. You get proper queues on here. Got myself my snicker. Got a nice bean to cup coffee from the shop on the corner. And it's 4 degrees, so that tells me there may still be some winter at the top. It's really thawed over the last couple of days. There's been some rain. I can see one little strip of snow below the cloud. The cloud's quite low, as you can see. Welcome back to my channel, by the way. And if you're first time here, welcome. Where have you been all my life? I'm actually quite late today. I'm living nearer the lakes now, and because in my mind I'm just a short hop away, a couple of times now I've started out much later than I should. But we got time, and I've got my head torch, so we'll just get up, see if we can have a little bit of fun and come down. So hopefully I'll go striding edge, down Swirl, but we'll see. Really not sure what to expect today. Oh, it's lovely walking up here without a wild camping bag. I think the last at least the last 2 times I've been up Helvellyn, it's been for a wild camp, and I've been quite heavily laden because it's been winter. So walking up here with a lot less. I've just got some clothes, crampons, spikes. Probably won't need the spikes, it's very mild down bottom, so there's no ice on the path. It'll just be when I get up to the old snow I may need the crampons. But is this path a little bit further up, when me and Nathan went up to do the gully on Can. What a fantastic day. That video is one I'll go back and watch, just to remind me how epic the mountains can be in the winter. What a load of fun you can have with a mate. And yeah, as you can see, it's just gorgeous. Anyway, back to me. So at the moment we're like this instead. Well, I was going to bring you back a bit later, but while we've got this little bit of clear, there's Can. Now there is some snow in the gullies. The clips I showed you that day, it was deep powder, and sticking the axes in and then pulling on them was like a waste of time. There wasn't much purchase. I'm guessing that'd be more consolidated, but there's not a lot in there. But today I'm not going to attempt something that's probably a waste of time, and also I wanted to get over onto striding whatever the weather, just to show you guys what it's like when it's clagged in, possibly wintry, and also I didn't know what else to do today. Annoyingly, I think I've left my gilet in the car, which has got my mic in the pocket, so that's quite annoying. I'm just on the verge of needing the spikes. At the moment there's enough gravel and stones to get traction, but I'm still having to keep an eye on my feet, so it levels off here, so I'm going to leave it a little bit and then make my mind up. I'm just getting over a flu type coldy thing which I had for about 10 days. I was just starting to get the symptoms when I was on my last wild camp on Blencathra, the last video. On the way up I had a little bit of a sore throat. During the night I could feel it, so I was glad to get that in, otherwise I would have been too ill. I was not so good for the last week or so. So it's been alright coming up here. I haven't felt too bad. I'm a little bit slow, but not too bad. Nice views. Let's get towards the Tarn. It's just up here somewhere. Crevasse. Well, here we are, approaching Red Tarn. It's quite wintry up here. Got to make my mind up. There's the parting of the ways. Left to Striding Edge, right to Swirl Edge. I'd quite like to go and see the Tarn frozen, but because I'm, as usual, not got the most time in the world, I'm going to head straight over to there. But there we are. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm at the junction. Tarn's just in front. I'm going to head over to there, and right, hang on a minute, let me just, I don't do a lot of navigating on camera, because someone will always say, you don't do it like that, or don't use that, use this. But normally my usual thing is I just research the route a lot if I don't know it, and if I know it I'll recap on the map, on pictures. I carry the paper map and a compass, and I've got my phone. I use Locust Map. It's just a freebie, but pretty good. You have to make sure you get the map on there before you leave the car, so you don't draw a blank. But I only refer to it once in a blue moon, when I'm in the mist, just to confirm that I'm where I know I am. But generally speaking, I navigate old school, but I don't have the map out all the time. I know a lot of the lakes, and I only start having the map out when I'm unsure, or it's pea soup and I can't see where I'm going and I just want to check references all the time. But I don't, I do tend to know my route, and then I just check it every now and again, map or compass or phone. I knew that junction, I knew where I was, I know where I'm going, roughly speaking. So this is the Tarn. I found a couple of really nice bits of nevy, sort of snow almost. It's slightly forward, but it's looking pretty good, so that tells me there's some good conditions for crampons. So it's just approaching the end of Striding Edge up here. Let's see if we can find it. Right, I'll get my crampons on. I'll probably stick my helmet on now, save doing it later. And we'll go and enjoy the delights of a winter Striding Edge. I was thinking last time I came here, for some reason I was on my own. I came up all the way from Kent in the morning. It was quite a wet blizzard, I think, and I'll show you the picture now. But I went all the way along Striding Edge, but I decided not to do the head wall. I think it was maybe because of I only having the one axe and it being a bit wet. But but I had a really good day in the blizzard, but yeah, I didn't actually get to the top. Last 2 times I've been up here in the winter, I've been either climbing Catsticam Gully first and I went up Swirl Edge, or doing a winter camp. So I had quite a big bag, so I went up Swirl Edge then. I didn't do striding. At the time I thought I wish I had, but I didn't. So I haven't done striding edge in the winter for, I think it's about 3 or 4 years. I've done a couple trips in the summer. Stick a quick flash of that up here as well. It's just such a Helvellyn. It's just such a mountain. Wonderful, wonderful day trips in the summer. You can spend a nice long time just bimbling about, doing both the edges, sitting by the lake, sitting up the top. It's a wonderful summer mountain. It's a brutal bad weather mountain, as most of them are, because when they're high and wet. But it's just an amazing winter mountain, and you can repeat this as many times as you like in the winter and it'll always feel different. A bit more wintry now I'm up here. Good thing is, doesn't seem to be a lot of wind, so hopefully it stays like that on the ridge. It's always nice to have wintry weather without fighting the cold in the breeze. So that's me done, ready to go. Got 2 spare pairs of gloves. I've got a spare dry top in case I get a bit sweaty or something. So let's get up there. Holding the walls down that way. Here comes the path, so I'll just join this and head up onto the edge. The snow's quite good here because it's got a bit of give, so you can get foot placements. It's not balling up on the bottom of my feet, and it's quite crunchy, so all good. Much better at this point than I thought. I was expecting it to be pretty mild, bit thory, but it's actually quite wintry here, very alpine. So if it stays like that from here to the top, looks like we're going to have a good winter mountaineering day. I'll say day, afternoon. I've only got about 3 hours before dark, so I've got to get along here up to the top, maybe in about an hour, and then probably down Swivel. But oh, so close to not coming today, so close. Always go. Turn back maybe, turn back if things are wrong, but this is looking just my ideal winter day. You know, you can have an absolute ton of snow and that doesn't mean it's going to be good wintry conditions. What you need is the thaw. You need freeze thaw, then ridges, slopes, gullies. That's when they're good, because you've got consolidated levels, consolidated layers, and yeah, it's a little bit, it's obviously, it is on the way out unless it freezes again, but the snow's great for walking on, good grip with the crampons. So yeah, I'm going to get along here, and I'm just heading up to High Spine Hoe and then onto the ridge proper. We'll see how we look. Yeah, it's just great because the gaps that normally would be awkward are filled in with quite solid snow, so you can get a good purchase even when there might be gaps between the rocks. And here we are with the beginning of the ridge. I've only met one bloke which I have a chat with. He said there was a queue at the bad step with about 10 people on a rope. So hopefully they've all gone by the time I get there. If not, I'll have to climb around them. But I should think they'll be gone. I'm a good 15 minutes away. I'm even able to pick some bits of the route that no one's done because of the quality of the snow, which is really good. Here we are on the main drag. Right, apologies for the angle, but I'm going to put it on my helmet for a bit so that I don't have to hold a stick. There's a guy just gone in front of me. Little bit of a breeze now, but not too bad. I can see some boot marks here with no crampons, and yeah, sometimes you can get a reasonable grip with this type of snow, but I still advise getting some. Been a while since I've been in crampons, and you have to really remind yourself of the techniques and of the exaggerated gait, and not to trip up on your own feet, and keep them apart. Right, let's go down through here. Robert Dixon's memorial. Poor chap. So a guy fell off of here, and I think he was found with his dog next to him like a month later, and his dog was well fed, so goodness knows what he ate. This is the easy bit because you're not really all that airy if you don't take the very crest. In the summer I always try and get on the very top all the way, but in the winter, especially if you don't want to take all day, I don't mind taking the odd ledge to the side. saying about avoiding, there is a pathway down there, but I don't want to do a path. I come here for striding edge, so we're just skirting around the top. There's zero wind on this side of the ridge. There's a little path down there as well. We're just going to skirt around here. Then you get the little dip there, it goes back up, and then you're on the actual striding edge. And then we've got the bad step. So let's get along there. Not done any of the avoidance paths. I've been right over the tops. It's been really wonderful climbing. Take me time, and not too far to the bad step now, so we're doing alright. It's really pleasurable. I'm just going to now go down here, over there, along the easy sort of striding bit. And we should be getting near our mountain. With that lack of wind on this side, I've not even had my gloves on most of the time, so it's awesome. Yep, wind's getting up on the top. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh, I'm enjoying this. It just seems so long since I've done it. I'll catch you up near the bad step, because this is the same. last obstacle, which is a bad step. And you know what, this has just been flipping fantastic. I don't know whether I'm enjoying it so much because I haven't done it for a while, or probably that and a mixture of I wasn't expecting it to be this good today. But oh boy, has it been fun. Just sorry, I've forgotten my mic, so some of it might be a bit windy, and also I've not filmed all of it. I'd like to have filmed all of it, but you have to get a bit hands on. So I'm going to put the cam up here again for the climb down the bad step, and then it'll be time for the head wall. Get up onto the plateau. Now, anyone that's thinking about doing this that hasn't, if you get this far and you thought it's been hard, or you thought you've a bit overdone it, the head wall, it can be easy steppy, but as you get nearer and near the top where the cornices are, it can become solid ice and almost vertical. So if you're not prepared, don't go up there. The only time I've ever witnessed a death in the Lake District was from someone on there with normal shoes. I was just coming down Swirl Edge, and someone that I'd overtaken earlier, and they were just in normal leather shoes, slipped from just before the summit all the way down to the tarn. So yeah, it's not a place to go without your prep and without the right gear. Always turn around. Anyway, let's get on here. If you're used to scrambling, this isn't that bad, and it's apart from when you get your crampon stuck. Coffee crampon stuck. That's better. Plenty of steps. I'm gonna let go of the axe. But difficult if you've got not no spikes. And I'm just going to stow my axe. Behind my head. Easy, that's it really, I've done it already. You get proper cues on here, but there's lots of handholds. I think it's just when you're not used to down climbing, you just got to look for where you're going. Let's get my axe back out, and we're done. To be fair, that was pretty easy today. I've seen it worse with more ice on it. Okay, right, we'll plod up here and I'll bring you back where it's steeper. Group going down and a few coming up behind me. Easy terrain this first bit. Good fun. Allows you into a false sense of security before you get the actual head wall. Which is over there. Well, so far I think it's looking like it's not going to be that bad. This area here is what banks up over a longer winter period, and with a big cornice frozen it gets really steep. But today the they just had a short period of snow, and then 4, and then snow, and then 4, and there's not too much on here. There's a few obviously deeper bits, but you haven't got those meters of snow that cause it to be proper steep near the top, it seems. I'll show you when we're almost at the top, but it looks like it's just ziggy-zagging in the snow. Oops, sorry. Don't want to keep going left too much, so I'm going to keep lovely. Well, I think that's enough of the helmet view for today, because I've got no control over what I'm pointing it at. We're halfway up to the plateau, and it's just flipping gorgeous. Can't see much, but the fun is 99%. Yeah. So let's plod on, and I'll bring you back coming up over the plateau hopefully. Whew, my calves are starting to feel it just, but I'm doing alright considering I haven't been out too much. On the way up, everyone seemed to today have trended left quite a bit. I know you can go right a bit more than that, so I went right onto some crusty fresh stuff. Just come across one person's tracks, but I'm going to continue over here and up, and it's just been so much fun. Quality. I'm on my own, no one in sight, although there's people not too far away. It's just such good fun. Sorry to keep repeating myself, but this has been a really good climb today. Anyway, there's a plateau just there, look, path skirts around and then up. There's a cairn over there to the poor old dead bloke, and fantastic. Oh boy. Charlie. Oh, there's the summit. There's me at the summit. Just heading into Swivel now. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I'm so glad I came. I nearly didn't. I took my coat off. There's the edge. That's all right, doesn't it? sharp here, yeah? Well, I'm nearly down Squirrel Edge. Been helping some chaps that are having a good day out on the hills. So shout out to you lot. So we're nearly down, but my battery's going to go in a minute. So I'll catch you down out of the cloud. Been coming down with Justin. He's only done a couple of good winter ones before, and he's enjoyed this. And we've both been helping these young lads down Squirrel Edge, so that's been good fun. So anyway, we're going to get down there before it gets dark.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So see you later. Stay safe on them hills. I'm going to stop it there because we're off of Squirrel. You can't see anything. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll put a link down below or somewhere for my other Helvellyn films. I've done a couple of summer ones, winter camp up here, and obviously the Catsy Cam gully climb. So check them out, and I'll catch you again soon. This has been epic, but I'll better get down before it gets dark. Which I'm not going to do. If you stuck around right to the end, do please like and subscribe, but even more important, stay safe out there. Catch you on the next one.